It was this much too.
Why do you think he was so happy?
Take my place, please. Oh, well. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to call to order this public meeting of the Board of Johnson County Commissioners on this 10th day of May 2021 at 3:00 p.m. Please pray with us if you would care to, and then we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your never-ending love. And as we just celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, we were reminded that there is no earthly love greater than that of a mother. I would just pray that those who still have their mothers with them will spend each and every moment they can and cherish that. For those of us who no longer have our mothers with us, we'll just live with their memories, dear Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Little pause. We have a little pause.
It's like
All
pausing the
systems
action.
were go, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Be a good time to visit our refreshment stand.
All proceeds.
Commissary. Is this our commissary fund?
All proceeds go to Commissioner West. Get that out there.
Well, they looked up on us.
Commissioner Baird gets 0, just for tax purposes.
There's a friendly group.
Are we good? We are good. Opening of sealed bids for the Juvenile Detention Center Masonry Repairs Project.
Okay. Looks like we have 4 bids. The first is from Blakely's Concrete and Masonry Services from Indianapolis. Blakely's bid is $215,900, 215,900.00. The next bid is from Wells Masonry from New Palestine.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Wells.
Wells, yes.
Wells's bid is $125,900, 125,900.00. The next is from Midwest Maintenance, Inc. from Pequot, Ohio. Midwest Maintenance's bid is $129,000, 129,000.00. Okay, and I have one more, I think. It's mystery bid.
mystery.
Just a second. Aha, yes, indeed. Buckeye Construction and Restoration from Waterford, Ohio. Buckeye's bid is $172,388. That didn't make any sense. $172,388.
Okay.
172,388.00.
Made sense to me. I had it down right.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
It didn't sound like it came out right. Those are all of your bids, and I think Wes Harrison is here as
Yes,
county
he
project
is.
manager, if you'd like him to review.
I would if,
I would motion to have Wes take these and review them and come back with a responsible bidder at the next meeting.
Second.
have a motion and second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. So they will go to Wes Harrison, our new construction manager, architect, engineer. We got a bonus with Mr. Harrison. Thank you again, Wes, for what you're doing for us. Franklin American Legion Post 205, approval for the Field of Crosses and approval for the Memorial Day program.
Well, I'm going to move to approve with great honor to do
Yeah,
that. I'm
second.
glad they do that.
Yes, sir.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Is that for both things?
Yes, A and B. Good thing. I hope they continue doing that for
Yes.
years. Ordinance number 2021-0-6, amending Johnson County Ordinance 90-5 regarding the Needham Fire Protection District. Do we need any clarification on that?
I'm going to motion to approve, and I got a question.
I'll second it. What's your question?
Have a motion and a second. Further discussion?
When we lose, I don't know, somebody's going to have to educate me. When we lose parts of these fire districts, I mean, I know it's a taxing entity. Is there a buyout from the cities or towns that are annexing or taking this part over? Is there any monetary value involved in this?
That is worked out between the property owners and the fire protection districts themselves.
Okay,
Right there.
all right. Just asking.
I know he researched it, so.
So what advantage is it for those districts to be taken like that? Maybe I'm
That was kind of where I was going with
just
this.
trying to think what advantage it is to the district, the protection district, to allow that to occur.
Well, we assume that they receive some type of monetary
We would hope they would.
incentive.
So follow the money. In
Yes.
essence.
They're entitled to it.
No, I
I'm sure.
understand. Good point. Okay. Any questions, Commissioner? I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, aye, just because I don't clearly understand why we're doing it. I guess,
We've had to do it before, I know.
I know. I wish I understood more. I'm gonna have to get more into
You
that.
both. I've been dealing with our district for 20 years. I still don't understand much about it.
So I can see my future is not very bright there.
It could be convoluted, to say the least.
Well, it fits in with everything else, does it not? Ordinance number 2021-0-7, an ordinance establishing a new fund for the receipt of funding from the American Rescue Plan Act as adopted by Congress in 2021.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion second. Any further discussion?
Well, there's probably going to be more clarification on usage come down the pipe.
We actually just got some today, about an hour ago.
Did you really?
Haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
We've got it.
Yeah.
We are starting to get some clarification. I still don't think we'll have total clarification by the
I don't
time the
think so.
money's received, but at least we now have the place to put the money when it comes, which is what we needed to do by
Exactly.
the order.
This is just
So,
the first step.
yeah, we got a long way to go on this. So,
Yeah, what I'm afraid is they're going to start to come down with some mandates on usage and not give us a lot of flexibility maybe in the.
I don't think it's that, more that right now it's just clarification of the process itself. I think the process is there and it's listed there. It just has to be broken down and I guess interpreted into.
Got a couple different guidance documents. The short one is 9 pages. The long form is 151.
Yes,
So,
that's how they confuse you. They write a lot.
and that's just interim rule. So we'll see.
Yeah. That's the old dazzle you with brilliance, that was baffle you with.
Uh-huh.
We'll get through it though, because we have the ability.
Oh, yeah.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. How's the new system sounding? We're doing good. How about in the hallway?
Who?
Can you hear us out there?
He thinks you're calling him in. He heard his name.
Do you care whether you hear? Hey, health department. We just asked if you guys could hear us out there. My thoughts exactly. But just keep that excitement. We'll have you in a minute. Hi.
Hi, Betsy Swearingen, Director of the Health Department. Which one's first? I don't have the agenda with me.
Approval to apply for the grant.
Oh, okay. We are asking for permission to continue our COVID testing program from July 1st until December the 31st.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next one, approval of VaxCare agreement will be pending legal review.
Right, we are just asking for permission to enter into an agreement with VaxCare. It's a new program for us. We currently purchase our vaccines. Can you hear me? Okay, good. We currently purchase our vaccines through different vendors and then run through a company. Why can I not remember who they are?
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who they are. The current company we're using, they're not very good to us. And so we are looking to go with VaxCare, who will purchase the vaccine for us, give us the equipment to administer the vaccines, and then we get to recoup, a kind of an admin fee for every vaccine that we give. They also then will bill insurance for us, so we no longer will have to do that. And it will get us into a lot of other. We only actually can bill certain companies right now, so we'll be able to bill almost every insurance company there is. So it should open up our base that much more. We'll be able to provide better service.
Reasonably priced.
Oh, there's no price. We have to rent the iPad on a monthly basis that they use.
Wow.
So.
Somewhere along the line, you're picking up something.
Well, on some of the vaccines that we have now, we recouped a little bit better. This will be a flat fee per vaccine, $10, where in some of the vaccines we have now, like some of the Gardasil vaccine is much more expensive. So we would get a bigger percentage of that. But in the end, this will be a better plan for us.
And move to approve pending legal.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Betsy, what's that Gardasil 9?
Gardasil is the HPV vaccine for teenagers and young adults to help with to prevent cancer.
Because I saw 234, 33.
It's an expensive vaccine. It's a 3-part series too, but the insurance still caps what we recoup off of it. So it's really not going to do us any better, because then we can not take some people's insurance right now, because the hairs that we use right now, they don't allow us to do that. So see, I remembered. Just took me a second. So
Thank you.
all right. Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy. Surveyor, Mr. Surveyor, approval of the Johnson County Drainage Board schedule of fees for filing of petitions after May 1st, 2021.
For the record, Greg Cantwell, Johnson County Surveyor. This is neat. This is like a Godzilla movie. You got like 2 seconds before it escalates.
Well, we delay that so we can bleep you if we need to.
I may need it.
We were warned.
I have before you our new fee schedule as approved by the Drainage Board in our last meeting. Am I here for action?
Not necessarily. I think your idea was that you wanted to present it to them so they're aware of the increases and maybe give you a chance to make that more public. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. As it turns out, statutorily, the Drainage Board has the authority to make those changes
Yes.
without your definite approval. But here you are.
Here we are.
I like it.
We're kind of addressing some of our opportunities. We're kind of under siege by some of the development. I had 8 applications just this morning.
Yes.
So
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's
coming.
going
this
nuts
will
right
help
now.
us address some of those warehouse.
I think that's
Projects.
a fantastic idea and great for the taxpayers and for the county, personally.
Yeah, the drainage, they're doing a lot of innovative things and getting ahead of the curve a little bit, or trying to, or at least stay par with it. We've always been behind, as we see in our annual reports.
And he really wears cool shoes. A lot of the time. What do you got on today?
Just got
Just
black
a plain
ones.
Skechers.
Oh, well, you saw those somewhere the other day, didn't you?
I did.
You bought a pair of those.
I have hard socks on though, so I'm.
Well,
And it looks good.
Yeah.
That $200 hourly fee, is that for Dick Hoover's time, or whose time is that?
It would be for both Dick or the outside review engineer, whoever's doing the reviewing.
Okay.
We don't need any motion on this, do we?
it's
Just
just
consensus,
For
we
your
approve.
information.
Thank
We
you for the
appreciate you.
We
information.
appreciate it.
appreciate you bringing that to us, sir. To
Taking a
listen.
long time to get here.
Thank you,
You got a
gentlemen.
long way to go to get there.
Have a great day, Mr. Surveyor.
Where's his suspenders? I never saw him without suspenders before.
He's trying to change his ways. And Luke, you may now come bounding in
Thank you.
all your excitement.
Thank you. I am excited, very. Luke Maston, Highway Director. First item is the request for a bid date for our 2021 countywide road repair program contract. We're requesting that the bids be due on your next meeting, May 24th at 10 a.m.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, sir.
The second item is a request for your approval and execution of a supplemental agreement for our Bridge 136 preliminary engineering contract. The hydraulic model for the bridge was submitted to DNR, and DNR is actually requiring that it be remodeled based on some of their new modeling information as of the first of this year. The cost to update the hydraulic model is $16,400. However, we were able to identify some items in the contract that will not be spent to bring the total cost increase of the contract to $6,120.
Move to approve.
Very good.
Second.
Your motion and a second. Any further?
Questions? So DNR is requiring us to take a $16,000 increase on this for their so-called engineering standards?
Yes.
That changed?
So the hydraulic model is typically done early on in design because it's needed to size the bridge, the new bridge. But the permits typically aren't applied for until later in the project, after we get to a certain point in design. And it just so happened that before we submitted our permits, DNR updated their base flood model and would not accept the modeling that we had previously done. Though we don't believe it's going to have much, if any, impact on the bridge structure itself.
Just the $16,000
Yeah,
we're
just-
getting charged to for the reengineering?
Just the cost.
Okay,
Yes.
just wonder how much they keep charging us.
Any questions?
No, I was afraid it was some kind of muscle down there we were protecting again.
Yeah, we had a long discussion on the muscles that one day, didn't we?
Do not jinx
We
us,
did.
please.
We don't need to go
Don't
back into
jinx
those
us.
today.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
I
Appreciate
got,
it. You look good up there, Luke. It,
Thank you.
it shows your hair. They're
the
spiking
back
like
of
it
it
does.
looks
Trying to
really
do-
Chris can move that arrow right in the middle of the back of your head.
I was just
Or is that
going to
Sheena?
mention that Clark School Road, that last section before it ties into Shelby County.
Mhm.
I went across that when we had our AIC meeting, and that sides of that new asphalt is washing out real bad. There's a heck of a hole just past the four-way stop when you're going east before you get into Shelby County. I don't know if you've been aware of it or not.
Yeah, we think there's a failed field tile there, which would be the responsibility of the property owner to fix. But we are aware of it. It just hasn't been addressed yet.
Yeah, because it's taking out a good chunk of asphalt.
So what you're saying, if we want to lose somebody, we should send them that way when we give them directions?
That would probably do a tire wheel and a half of muffler.
We'll keep that in mind.
Thank you, Luke. Board of Commissioners, appointment of Community Corrections Advisory Board member from membership of County Council.
Jonathan T. Myers.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for Mr. Jonathan T. Myers.
He's willing to step up.
Well, good for him. John does a good job. I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion of meeting times. And that would be, I guess, for me to start. I've been kind of monitoring and I know with Zoom now, which we're going to be able to continue, which we are going to continue. And we've got a brand new system in that's working very well right now with a few low glitches that we're going to have, but we'll get those. But I would like to see us move both meetings to the same time at 10 o'clock a.m. Reason for that is it's better for our employees. We don't have them working over to be here for the meetings. Sometimes we get into long meetings. And with Zoom and all that in place, it really isn't going to be a hindrance to the public of being able to make a meeting because they can pretty well watch it from the convenience of their home or wherever they are. So I think it gets confusing sometimes to people what time our meeting is on what day, including Commissioner Walls. And I just think it would be probably better for all involved to move that to the meeting at the same time. And I was just going to throw that out there for suggestion.
Anything statutorily that holds us back from doing that, or are we just in charge of our own destiny?
We are.
I think you're fine. The only thing I'll double check is if you do move ahead with it, I'll make sure that we didn't have anything out for bid for that first meeting in June that was for 3 o'clock. I'll just make sure that that's covered.
We still gonna have solid waste at 1:30.
Which really it's either before or after. So,
Yeah,
and we could as a board move that meeting too, if we would
I was just
get
thinking,
consensus. But
we're here, we do ours at 10, we're done 4 to 11 and
go to lunch, come back for the solid waste meeting. I mean, if you, depending on, we're either here early for it on the 3 o'clock day, or we could be here for it after on the.
I think the only reason we talked about this, but the only reason that we adopted that 3 o'clock time was for the general public, but now that they have the Zoom, that does take the pressure off of that.
Well, and really, if you think about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if somebody's working, are they really going to be coming to the meeting anyway? It's still during work time most of the time. I mean, unless we go to like council time at 6 o'clock in the evening. And again, I think the council meeting is set up more for public to be engaged with financial than what we really do, just in my opinion anyway. I think the public would be more interested in coming to the council meeting than they would a commissioner meeting.
No, you don't get much public at the council because it's all appropriations, all budgeted items that the public doesn't have any input on. But I'll go with you two on it.
Oh, I'm open. I'm just listening to discussion. I think we're just talking about it today. I mean, do you want to just throw it out there and next meeting come back and adopt it? Or do you want to try to adopt it today? Or do you want
I'd
to
like to try, if we're going to do it, to adopt it today so we can get the meetings,
schedule,
get it scheduled out so that we know.
let everybody know the change of times and make sure it's advertised properly?
I just think it's going to be better for the county employees that have to attend the meetings because it's in their day instead of at the end of their day.
Luke, will you be up by then? Okay.
Is Luke really ever coherent anyway? Eh? He's just.
I'd move to approve. Let's move the meetings to 10 o'clock.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then if it doesn't work, we can always change it back.
Yeah,
Yep,
if
that's
you get
right.
too many complaints or something.
We have
can
that
do it better.
discretion. So I think it's worth a try for the employees, if nothing else. And get Jason home on time, right? No business claims.
Well, under old business, I've got a change order number 3 proposal here on the Willow Lakes East project for $24,700, and that still puts us, we're still roughly 30,000 below the estimated project cost. And I told them again in an email today that they need to wrap that thing up by May 31. So
They better hustle.
yeah, given that, and this is just mostly grading and seeding and things that are going to be adversely affected, obviously, by wet conditions, but
We're gonna have a dry
Anyway.
spell here for the next week and a half.
yeah,
We're gonna have a dry spell here for the next week and a half though.
yeah, I'm hoping that we get some dry weather, they can finish it up pretty quick with some extended periods of dry weather. Anyway, I got that.
Well, my add-on foundation's in, so it should stop raining now. I opened up the hole, that's what brought the rain. Now we've got it filled in, and I think we're good.
You're safe.
I just ask you to do it pending legal because I haven't seen it.
Do what?
I haven't
Pending
seen
legal?
it. I'd like to review it before you sign, please.
What's
She wants
say?
to review it pending legal.
Pending legal.
I haven't
What's that,
seen
the
it.
change order?
Change order.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, here it is.
Okay, okay, well, go ahead and approve it and then I'll look at it and then, it's all good.
I just got it a while ago.
Okay.
I have a motion pending legal from Commissioner Walls.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now claims.
I don't have anything. I had a couple of things and the auditor's taking care of them for me, so I don't always try to find something for my good friend out there, but
Was your good friend.
no, still is. Yeah,
I'm pulling for you, Sheriff.
I voted to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner minutes for 4/27/2021 and 4/30/2021 special joint meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public comment.
Can I back up 1 second while we're
We're
still in
backing
general
up,
business?
reverse, beep, beep.
Beep, beep,
Yeah. We've got
circle back.
on the infrastructure plan over at the jail that Wes and I are working on over there, we had, I've talked to you previously in another meeting about funding that out of the jail bond, the lit bond that we've got over there. We have the money in the bond to do it, and we're starting to get the invoice for the infrastructure. I know we talked about it and we agreed upon it, but I just want to solidify that today. We've got our first invoice, and I'd like Mr. Harrison to get that submitted and go from there. So
Okay.
just wanted to let you guys know, if you had any objection or heartburn, let me know.
I have heartburn every day, but that's not one of them. You good with it, sir? Yeah, I remember.
Just wanted to bring that up
We had a lot of
again.
discussion actually on that.
Yeah.
Have we ever got the cable fix going to 911 or?
No.
Okay, never mind then. We'll bring that up.
Yeah, don't bring it up. It's short-lived. It will be soon.
Any other public comment? 5 minutes or less, please. If not,
Move to adjourn.
Second.
have a motion and a second. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.
There's no bloodletting on that one.
No, it was good.